ICOM online. Sir, League Scientist request. Sir, League Scientist. ICOM offline.
Puny League of Sentiment Races! The mighty... More of you... York. You tried to decepticate the mighty Gatang!
ICOM. Sir, League Scientist request. Sir, ICOM.
Base villain, we shall fight. Thou mayst proceed.
Attention, big and wild. What do you wish? Nothing. And what? Very little. Some Crux members secretly hope that you succeed in stabilizing the fabric of space, because the Dak-Tak Black-Pack are at a loss. Some of the plots secretly hope the Crux don't destroy you too early. Oh dear. We have to stop talking now.
ICOM on. Sir, League Scientist request. Sir, ICOM.
Puny... More of you. Your
ICOM. Sir, League Scientist. ICOM.
We shall. Thou mayst proceed.
ICOM. Sir, League Scientist. ICOM.
Observation. Assertion.
puny league of... More of... Your...
Sir, there is ICOM.
Huh? That's okay. Huh? Oh boy! This colony don't have to work for the Crux no more. Us work for the League of Sentient Races.
We are the Clairconctlar. Your presence here is premature. We fight the Kazurzov for supremacy of doctrine. When the battle is won, our task is simple. We cleanse. You are the filth. You will now die. Make whatever ritual. We have listened. We are unmoved. The cleansing will proceed. Before we destroy thinking beings, this life of yours, which shall end immediately following this statement, is but one of many lives you will live. Perhaps in your next incarnation, you will be born an Urquell.
Hail at We shall not oblige such greed. The antimatter wastes have far too much potential as a weapon to allow other races to control them. We have pledged to never use the antimatter wastes to devastate a world or allow any other race to do so. Therefore, we shall not share such devastating power with another race. Mayhap we could, if we decide thou art heroic enough. Seek not to undertake so frightening a duty. Such a task is difficult and fraught with peril. If search thou must, then thou must first cleanse the rainbow worlds of all antimatter wastes. Thou must collect all the antimatter into one small area on the rainbow world. Only an OWA antimatter scoop can accomplish this. Thou must prove thy heroism. I say unto thee, no such tasking is necessary. Thy nobility is evident. Thine inborn heroism or cowardice shall be amply demonstrated during the course of the significant events of the quadrant. Indeed, perhaps thou hast hitherto associated with lower orders. We, OWA, are close to the precursors in development, and therefore far nobler than other races. Here is the antimatter scoop. It will scoop the antimatter toxins from a single rainbow world and contain them but temporarily. Say unto our warrior ships in orbit around the rainbow world, Reef Master O'Flubum hath commended thee to grant safe passage unto me. Then thou mayest use the scoop. But remember, yon antimatter toxins must remain upon the rainbow world. Shouldst thou take the antimatter away from the shelter of the rainbow world, lo, shall the antimatter erupt in fury, shattering thy ship, yea, even thy precursor vessel. In that way, we do prevent thee from fashioning a weapon from the waste. Waste we shall. Thou may.
Captain, we regret to report we don't have the technology or the base. Whatever you say. The grid is now. We're on it.
We say a jumping pepper. We say a jumping peppers. It is smiley time. We will
Camp,
with you for better enjoyment.
squishy fun,
Is good, but
dancing,
makes extra happy. We will
jump,
into your
house,
for more.
playtime.
Icon. Sir, there is nothing constructive to offer at him. Icon.
Yes? We do not ally with the Crocs, but we help them when it suits our purposes. Likewise, we do not ally with you, but we will help you when it suits our purposes. Do not underestimate the Crocs. Though the Dak-Tak-Lak-Pack are deluded and the Katang are drooling half-wits, the Ploxis are ruthlessly clever and wickedly devious. Overconfidence can kill. Of course, it is a matter of when they betray us, not if they betray us. But we are prepared for them. That I will not tell you. But I will tell you that we fully expect you to betray us as well. All creatures can be expected to betray others when it meets their needs. We shall see, human. We shall see. The rainbow worlds point the way to the galactic core, and the ancient powers that slumber there. Stay away from the galactic core. Certain death lies that way. The greatest precursor secrets are not for the likes of you. All knowledge has a price, and this knowledge may harrow your soul. I warn you, human. Do not test the patience of the Ulk on this score. The greatest secrets of the precursors are for the Ulk alone. You have been warned. It is with grave uneasiness that I must concede that the Ulk do not know. But lest you think us helpless here on Haven, I must inform you that we do have emergency transport between the stars. We will not tell you what it is. Such information is not meant for the ears of lesser sentients like you. It would harrow your very soul. Ask your questions, human. We are the Ulk. We are a great race of brilliant scholars who study the great mysteries of the precursors. We are the true inheritors of the precursor legacy. The precursors were the greatest race that ever lived in the galaxy. They created the greatest civilization ever known, and then mysteriously vanished, leaving their legacy for the Ulk. We are all that remains of the precursors, for we evolved from saprophyte spores in the greatest precursor base in all of known space. We evolved by growing from spores in the precursor food stocks, and possibly as spores on the very bodies of the dead precursors, if they died and did not translate their bodies somewhere else. We don't know for certain. But we do know that this is the closest possible connection to the precursors, and legitimizes our claim as their inheritors. It also gives us a deep, enduring connection to the precursors that lesser species could never understand. It allows us to maximize our precursor potential. Evolution of intellect appears to occur in a remarkably similar manner in all parts of all galactic quadrants. Through a process we do not fully understand, all races evolve toward a single master form of forms, as if driven by an unseen but all-powerful formula. The precursors were the pinnacle of this form of forms. Save for the Ulk, all races are but a whisper of the precursors' towering intellect. You must understand that the Ulk evolved in the greatest precursor cache known to exist. Races which evolve near a precursor site take a great leap in intellect when they reach the advanced stage of development, when they can decipher the precursor technology. You are a good example of this, Captain. You see, all your accomplishments in defeating a powerful slaving empire in your home quadrant and ending their doctrinal wars can be traced to one source: the fortuitous accident of your having been born upon a precursor planet. So imagine how far our species could advance, evolving here, in the midst of the greatest precursor cache known to exist. That is true. To begin, your species had developed far enough to be capable of the most rudimentary understanding of precursor technology. And you were born with a mutation that allowed for a precocious intellect. But ultimately, you were born and raised on a precursor treasure trove, where you could unleash the full extent of that intellect. You maximized your precursor potential. This allowed you to create an actual precursor vessel. Though you did not actually create anything, did you? You merely deciphered how to push the start button. It is odd that you would be able to accomplish that so soon after your race developed spaceflight. Most races cannot interpret precursor devices until many centuries after they have left the surfaces of their worlds. But then, most races are given space technology by other races. Humans are one of the few races that uplifted themselves. That shows an ability to manifest your precursor potential. But, nevertheless, your race has far to go to begin to truly comprehend the mysteries of the precursors. Such ask your return if you
Sir, I can't.
Greetings. The Crux told us few secrets, but we know the Dak-Tak-Lak-Pak lied to you about the Chenjesu being related to the Eternal Ones. The Murnmurm are not an Eternal One summoning device. The Dak-Tak-Lak-Pak wanted to get rid of the Chimur because the Chimur ships are so powerful and so effective against them. The Dak-Tak-Lak-Pak wanted to make the Murnmurm into slaves, but the Murnmurm were inoperative after the bifurcation. So the Dak-Tak-Lak-Pak dumped them somewhere. We do not know where, but they said they dumped them somewhere. You could never reach them. That's all we know.
Sir, I can't.
Hail, great. How may we also know that the Ploxus fear you? After the collapse of hyperspace, they thought they ruled this quadrant. Then you showed up. They are terrified of you and work against you at all times. They boast of how they managed to get one of your races to turn against you. We do not know which race. How may we further assist you? We know little about them, save that they would never work for the Crux if the Ploxus had not devised some devious scheme. How may we further assist you? The Ploxus cruelly manipulate the gentle and trusting Dukes, but we do not know how. How may we further assist you? The Owa are a secretive race that lives in a section of space that is not properly labeled on star charts because its sun long ago went nova and was extinguished. The Owa evolved on a water world without benefit of photosynthesis. All life grew from underwater chemical reactions. The Owa have no eyes and no light-sensing abilities. How may we further assist you? The Owa confided the location of their homeworld to us in the strictest confidence. But we owe you our lives, and must trust that you mean all the honorable words you have uttered. We are now sending your ship the coordinates to Owa Prime. The Owa how may we...
Attention, and while... What do you wish? We don't know. We do know that the Dak-Tak-Lak-Tak do all their waste dumping in those massive rainbow worlds. Something about great stasis fields. We better stop talking now.
Sir, I can't.
What do you want? Tell me why you were bothering us immediately.
Pretty please?
Why do you think we wish to be classified by you?
Oh, such a kindly invitation, dear friend. We are touched.
But we do not require your kindness. You think we need to take charity off of you? Your scraps of kindness. We need none of it. We are the great Vyro Ingo.
But it is thoughtful for you to ask, nonetheless.
Who asked you, vicious human from Earth? Did I ask for your wretched opinion?
Still, it is nice of you to say so. Actually, we've always been sensitive about our name.
But I care not what you think. I laugh at such an offer.
Yet I am touched at your heartfelt overtures. I abase myself for such wicked scorn.
Join you? I'd sooner tear off my carapace and sear my sinews in the glare of an unshielded pulsar. I ought to blast you to pieces where you stand.
Thoughtful of you to notice my amiable manner.
Brrr, insulting Earthling! I have but one voice! Are you accusing me of some derangement? Get out of the way! We have every reason to fight you. You are repulsive and foreign, and your maternal breeding lineage founder dresses you funny.
If it's any consolation, we attack the Crux all the time as well.
And we have many other reasons to hate you. You have peculiar cultural behaviors. How dare you insult our genetic heritage? Die! Die, die, die!
I am greeting you again with much enthusiasm. Each meeting strengthens the human-Aralu bond. Your pleasant offering invokes memories of quaffing ale with many a timorous peasant or terrified trailer park denizen. Ah, such memories. You are showing vigorous independence. This is good. But you should not shun the much-needed help that we proffer. Do not mistake your deserved self-confidence with unrealistic self-reliance. At this juncture, another ally is ripe for recruitment. With their lives on the line, the Vyro Ingo may join you. Though your instincts make you so appealing to us, I must counsel that you act otherwise. Do not attack them. Be subtle and teach your crux foe the consequences of their deceit. These qualities also make the Vyro Ingo very unpopular with the Crux. The Crux's frustration with this race has reached a fever pitch. Now is the time for a more civilized race that can suppress its aggressive instinct to approach and maneuver the Vyro Ingo into an alliance. The Vyro Ingo's anger arises from a misunderstanding. Remember, the Crux is not above deception. Perhaps you should speak again to the volatile Vyro Ingo. Ignore their insults and discover the cause of their animosity. The Araloo shall remain your guide so that the hardships do not engulf you. You can rely upon us.
It's the hated Earthling! Die! Die! Die!
Dear, this is insufferably rude. But it seems that all the Vyro Ingo must now battle you on sight until we kill you.
So die now! Do not attempt to feign ignorance of the full extent of your heinous actions. For such an insult, I won't tell you.
Though, perhaps, if I tell you, you may be better behaved in the future. It's because you called us a waste of clear-blooded protoplasm.
We are not clear-blooded, you clear-blooded Earthling!
Oh dear, that was rude of me. But you provoked us by coming close to suggesting that we might be clear-blooded and therefore genetically flawed.
But we know you said it! The Ploxus told us! So? No! We hate them for all time. We will crush all their ships and grind their hatchlings to powder. We must hunt them down!
Oh no, you are of course correct in your assessment. Oh dear. No way to get there, helpless like sitting dung beetles before the insulting Ploxus.
And you are tormenting us with reminders of our travel restrictions just to make us suffer. Admit it.
Very well. We will join your noble alliance of honorable races.
But we don't have to like you.
Sir, I can't.
Attention, and... What? We don't know. We...
Observation. Human information in... Observation. Observation.
The modifications have increased the Ultron's... Yes, sir.
Puny more of your...
You have... Goodbye.
Celebration! Captain be the greatest of all captains! We now rebuild many ships for the captain! It's gathered strong! We be enjoying telling answers to the league! Be you Baron!
We have found a curious precursor artifact. It contains Vyro Ingo DNA and some Proto-Vyro Ingo genetic material as well. We translate its precursor informational markings as Vyro Ingo incrustation matrix, but we are at a loss to explain its workings. However, it's likely that the Vyro Ingo are some sort of genetically manipulated species.
We're on it.
Look! Dear me, I abase.
Who are you to...
Oh, Captain.
Questions?
Although, upon reflection... I hesitate to inform our most esteemed leader that there can be no such thing. It is with great hesitation that I suggest that you might possibly be mistaken.
Questions? The mighty Vyro Ingo don't have time to waste responding to the mewlings of ignorant hatchlings like yourself.
Although, upon
We will never tell you the secrets of our genetic heritage. Your fragile brain would never understand, even though you are wise enough to wear your brains inside an exoskeletal skull. Such information would curdle your synapses on contact.
Though, actually, our hierophants of genetic lore have never bothered to tell us how they know. But they are quite convincing when they talk about it.
Questions?
Although... Oh, yes, let me tell you all I know.
In other questions...
Although, upon
Never! The hierophants of genetic lore must never reveal the ancient secrets of the precursors.
In case they have no secrets of the precursors, you know...
Never! I have complete faith in our genetic superiority. I have no doubts. You are trying to shatter my faith, foul tempter. But I will never succumb to your seductive lies.
Though I feel compelled to point out that...
Question...
All...
The precursors are our history. They are not for the likes of you. All you may know is that the Vyro Ingo are the closest species to the... Questions?
Although...
It's the only reason we must suffer under the command of a creature made of an external flesh sac covered with vestigial strands of protein extrusions. I think I'm going to involuntarily ruminate.
There. Although...
Never! Impossible! Do not seek to arouse the fury of the Vyro Ingo with our full claws unsheathed. Choke on your heretical remarks.
Though we fervently wish you only the best of health.
No, never! Stop casting aspersions on our genetic material, or we will leave the League!
Though we fervently wish to stay.
We're leaving leaving this revolting league. We are... Groveling? More groveling? We hate...
Icon. Sir. League scientists have assembled a
Will do, sir.
Welcome back! All our intruders are currently offline, but if you care to hold your present course and speed, one will be free to annihilate you shortly! Ugh! You are even uglier than I had thought possible! Can't you see you are making me sick? Please, foul creature, turn your head! Or better yet, put a non-air permeable sack over it. Never mind. I have adjusted my display so it is dim enough to be tolerable, just as I used to do when I pretended to be your ally. Now, if you don't mind, stop nodding your head like that. We Vox do not share that range of motion. It appears to us that your neck is broken and you are a jabbering corpse. Rawr! Human! You are so ugly, so hideous to us, that we will never be able to find peace with your species. Whenever we see your kind, we just want to kick you, stomp on you, squish you, vaporize your ugly faces from the entire universe. We know it's unreasonable. We know that you had no choice about how you look. Because of your insufferable wretchedness, I am faced with a grotesque choice. Keep talking to you and regurgitate uncontrollably, or break off communication.
We shall oblige thee in thy request. We present thee with a prototype antimatter explorer vessel. It will allow thee to thoroughly search all the rainbow worlds. Though this is a prospect so terrifying that we have not tested it, mayest thou find what thou dost seek.
Puny League of Sentinels! More of your...
The antimatter, the grid is now 20% full.
We're on it.
We shall bow.
Puny League! More of your concern.
We bow. We shall bow.
We found an amazing data pack on that rainbow world. It indicates that the precursors created the Dak-Tak-Lak-Pak to be maintenance drones, glorified scrub bots. The DAC appear to have deviated from their programming in a big way. Their most important task seems to be something about helping a possible return from wherever the precursors went away to. They are the guardians of something that we can best translate as the cosmic undevolver. It appears to be vital to the precursors' plans for potential resurrection. No, return from beyond. No, that's not it either. Transformation from the beast. No, better but not right. Re-evolution from the herd beast. That's about as clear as we can translate. We think this cosmic undevolver can somehow change the course of evolution, but only temporarily and on a small scale. Whatever it is, the Dak-Tak-Lak-Pak have it, but no longer know what to do with it.
Will do, sir.
Puny! More of your...
We've got the Mern Mother Art Control Unit.
We're on it.
Avowal.
Puny more of your puny more your
Base villain, thou we shall vow.
Sir, perhaps the Dak-Tak Lack-Pack can provide. Sir, League scientists recommend the collecting mat. Sir, perhaps ICOM.
Observation. Answer. Information on artifact called Celestial Undevolver, not equal to access by lesser beings. Explanation 1. Celestial Undevolver purpose equals too important for even Dak-Tak Lack-Pack knowledge. Explanation 2. Precursors bequeathed one Celestial Undevolver to Dak-Tak Lack-Pack. Answer. To gain the Celestial Undevolver, Human must provide Dak-Tak Lak-Pak with nothing less than true name of the Eternal Ones. Explanation. True name of Eternal Ones equals data artifact created by precursors to comprehend incomprehensible Eternal Ones. Explanation. Dak-Tak Lak-Pak seek to stop arrival of Eternal Ones. Assertion. True name of Eternal Ones assists in this goal. Conclusion. Human must deliver true name of Eternal Ones to receive Celestial Undevolver. Explanation 1. Locate Explanation 2. Greatest conclusion. Bring true name of Eternal Ones to... About...
On close inspection, we see that the MERN Mother Arc Control Unit suffered some damage to its microscopic nanotech filaments. It won't function until we perform microsurgery on it, but that sort of work is beyond our capacities. Our tools are not fine enough to do that sort of high granularity work.
We're on it.
ICOM online. Sir, League scientists, League diplomats recommend that you try and trade the Eternal Ones for... Sir, ICOM...
Observation. Ejaculation. Dak-Tak Lak-Pak must have true name of Eternal Ones. Command. Deliver it now. Answer. Location of Celestial Undevolver equals orbit around Big Regran 2. Explanation. Celestial Undevolver appears as moon until activated by variance key. Directive. System unit sending variance key in simultaneous transmission with human from Earth sending true name. Emphatic exclamation. True name of Eternal Ones. Emphatic directive. Receiving transmission. Emphatic observation. True name of Eternal Ones floods my cerebral clusters. Assertion. Bubbling. Declaration. Scalding. Conclusion. Truth. Allegation. Coefficients of efficient fissionable bubble. Exhortation. Scald my ball bearings. Castigation. Service my servos. Lamentation. Upgrade my gradations and graduate my cylinders. Ejaculation. Now I see. Now I know.
The Dak-Tak-Lak-Pak vivisector self-destructs in an orgy of mechanical rapture.
ICOM. League diplomats recommend that you try and trade the true... Sir, League scientists... League diplomats recommend that you try and trade... ICOM.
Observation. Human from Earth. Ejaculate. Assertion. Assertion. Katang species invulnerability, congruent to Katang body armor invulnerability. Explanation 1. Katang body armor vulnerable to Overlord-seeking larvicide missile. Explanation 2. Katang species vulnerable to loss of Katang Overlord. Conclusion. Katang species can only be stopped with Overlord-seeking larvicide missile. Response. Only Dak-Tak-Lak-Tak make Overlord-seeking larvicide missile. Analysis 1. Human from Earth seeks to change terms of exchange from information to missile. Analysis 2. Gain still calculated as greater than potential loss. Conclusion. Dak-Tak-Lak-Tak agree. Amendment. Overlord seeking larvicide missile must be fired from orbit around planet containing Katang King. Current Katang King location equals unknown. Requisition. Send true name of Eternal Ones in simultaneous transmission with Overlord seeking larvicide missile. Emphatic assertion. Allegate Lemon.